Welcome, Dorte.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you want to participate in this interview. We're going to make it in English, and
Yes.
if there's words that I don't understand or you don't understand, we just go slow and translate it the best way we can. And just to make sure that you accept that this film is allowed to be shown in public.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I just want to make sure.
Yes, of course.
Yes, that. So we're going to talk about knitting, and tell me, how did you become a knitter?
I have been thinking about it, and I don't quite remember when I started, but I think I was about 10 or 12 years old, and I think it might have been my mother or my grandma who taught me to.
Yeah.
And I was quite hooked
Yeah.
at once.
Yes.
I have been knitting since.
Oh wow.
And when I was a teenager, I was knitting sweaters and blankets and so on. So
Yeah.
I've started quite early.
Yes. Yes. Really. 10,
Yes.
12 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't see many teenagers
No.
knitting now in that way.
No. No. Maybe that was a special time back then.
Yes, it was in the 70s.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yeah.
But my friends didn't knit in that way.
They did not.
No.
Oh. But you stayed
Yes.
knitting. Yes.
Yes.
So how come you did that? How come you keep on knitting?
I just find it interesting, and there was so many ways to knit and to develop your knitting.
Yeah.
I was creating my own pattern,
Oh.
and I was coloring my own yarn
Oh wow.
with plants.
Oh wow.
I was only 16. I took a week on a kind of high school to learn to coloring the yarn with plants.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
So
While the other young people went on the discos and parties,
yeah.
I went to a high school with adults to learn to. I also get partying.
it was not
No.
one way or the other.
No.
You were both
I did
same.
both. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So that's quite special at 16 to participate in a course like that.
Yes.
Yes. How came the idea of coloring your own yarn?
Maybe because I was a scouter too,
Oh yeah.
and I was a lot out in the nature, and I
Yeah.
have some friends there who love to make fire and be
Yeah.
in the nature,
Yeah.
and then I do the coloring with plants
Yeah.
on a fire in the garden and so on.
Wow.
And we went in the wood to get the plants to use and so on. Yes.
So, and what difference does it make to color your own yarn?
It's a process.
Yeah.
And I love to be creative and do my own kind of knitting projects.
Yes. Yes.
I don't often follow a pattern. I have a lot of patterns and I use them to start with, but then I get ideas to make something different. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And well, how do you came up with the ideas?
I don't know. They just pop up.
They just pop up.
Yes, too many ideas.
Too many ideas.
Yes. Sometimes I think, oh, I'm not. I don't have the time to do all the ideas.
So the thing about coloring your own yarn, do you still do that, or you
No.
done that? No.
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 I did it last 25 years ago
Yes.
or so.
Yes.
Yes.
That
But
was a
I
short
love
period.
the process, and I have been thinking of it right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes it's like when you're getting more time in your life,
Mm.
you have this thing you want to do.
Yes. And right now I have a lot of spare time. I'm not working right now,
Okay.
so I do a lot of knitting and
Yeah.
crocheting and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. The thing about how you began knitting, your mom, she's a knitter as well?
Yes, she stopped now,
Yeah.
but she has been knitting a lot to the family's children and so on.
Yeah.
And my grandma was a knitter too.
Okay. So it's in the family?
Yes.
Runs in the family?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a daughter, adult, grown-up daughter, but she don't have the same interest.
No.
She do it when I press her, but no, not in the same way.
No.
No.
And what difference does it make to you to knit? Or what's in it for you?
There's a lot of things. When I knit, I relax. I can do some knitting to avoid restless.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Yes.
Restless?
Yes. I became restless if I not knit.
Oh.
I'm a
so
kind
when you're
of...
not restless, when you're what? What's the...
I'm relaxed when I knit. Yes. It depending on which kind of project I'm knitting at. It can be something easy like this. I don't have to think. I just do the same over and over again. Knit. And it can be a more difficult project where I have to be more concentrated and where I can get lost of thinking of anything else.
Yes. Okay.
This kind of knitting I can do when I'm in an education situation, or if I listen to something at the radio or television, or if I'm in social situation.
Yes.
I knit a lot with friends.
Yes. Okay.
Several times a week.
Several times a week. Yes.
Where we are together knitting or crocheting.
Yes.
Crocheting or
yes. Oh, so you meet to talk about and to knit together?
Yes. It's people who I have met knitting. I didn't know them before. We have met in yarn shops or...
That's a common factor. Yes. Being a knitter.
And now we are seeing each other in the private home and knit together and getting a relationship about other things. Yes. But it's the knitting who had brought us together.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So it sounds like there's this kind of two-way of knitting for you.
Yes.
The one where you just can knit on and you still can be social and talk. And
yes.
Like now, for instance, I imagine. Yes. And then there's this kind of other way of knitting for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where I like to be creative and develop the pattern and thinking of colors and make the charts and so on. I like that way to be concentrated about something that I like to do.
Yes.
Yes.
So what skills do you need to have in order to do that?
I have to be able to concentrate. I have to be creative. I have to know about the different way of knitting, and I have a lot of knitting skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And what else could that be?
I don't.
The knitting skills.
Knowing the knowing several techniques and so on. Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, and be able to count and know how to. Yes, count how many stitches you have to do when you are doing this.
Yes, you have to do several things at both times, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
My mathematics skills.
Mathematics skills, yes, really.
It's very important when you do your own work. Yes.
Yes, I can imagine.
Yes.
Yes, and a kind of imagination.
Yes.
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 You have to.
Yes.
Yeah. Have an idea in which direction it goes.
I often knit as a present. I never sold anything I've been knitting. I only do it for myself or for people that I want to make happy.
Yeah.
So I try to make it a personal present.
Yes.
Yes. Not a boring scarf or someone.
No.
It has to be special and to. It would be something that the person would be happy to get.
Yes. So it's a kind of emotional thing as well.
Yes. I have last year I went to a wedding, and the young couple are very fond of Star Wars.
Yes.
And then I knitted them a big pillow with the text, "May the Force be with you."
Ah, wow!
Yes.
What a great idea!
Yes, and very personal present.
Yes.
I love to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And how did they react on that?
Oh, the bride was hopping.
Ah.
Yes, jumping. It's called.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it's also, special to have a gift that no one else have.
Yes.
Yeah. And specially made for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So and are you knitting on a weekly basis or daily basis?
Daily basis.
On a daily
Yes.
basis. Yes.
I knit everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes, I knit in the morning when I have eat my breakfast and looking at the news at the television. I knit when I wait in a public office. I knit at the pool when I'm on vacation. I knit in the train. I knit when I'm listening in an education situation. And yes, I knit everywhere.
You knit everywhere.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about this, that you're being more relaxed
Yes.
and not so restless.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, I can feel it in my body.
Okay.
That I relax.
Yes. So how do you feel it in your body?
I don't have the feeling of stress and pressure, and it disappears when I sit with my knitting work.
And what arises instead?
Peace.
Peace.
Calmness.
Calmness.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
Yes. And then I know I don't have to do other things or think about other things. Yeah. Or sometimes it's a good way of thinking of other things. Yes.
And surely that may depend on what you're knitting.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So how much you need to concentrate and focusing on the knitting process.
Yes. This is just knitting. I can talk and look at everything when I do this kind of knitting.
So you have several knitting products at the same time.
Yes. Because I have to choose what to do depending on the situation. Yes.
And how do you do that?
Yes. Earlier today, when I have to pick up something to take with me, I was trying at another project, and oh no, it wouldn't work here because I have to count.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm not able to count and talk and think in English at the same time.
No.
So I choose this because it's the same way of knitting. Knit. There's no purl, no other techniques or so on. I can just knit and the fingers do the work.
The fingers do the work.
Yes. I have been on a mindfulness instructor course.
Yes.
And I have a knitting work like this where I was mindful at knitting instead of having your, what do you call it? Normally you are looking at your breath or at your body when you are mindful. Yes. But I was trying to keep my attention at the knitting. Yes. Knitting very slow and just doing the same again and again and feel the yarn at my fingers and And yes, it was.
Sounds nice.
Yes.
And that was a good mindfulness experience for you. Yes.
It was easy not to think of other thing, and it was easy to went back to the knitting when I get thoughts of other things. Yeah. Yes.
So kind of meditation.
Yes, I think so.
Wow. So I want to talk to you about kind of a special moment or a special product you made. Kind of sparkling moment, you may say. And you might need to think for a moment or two to find a special moment or a special problem.
I'm quite empty right now.
You have time.
It's special when I knit in public and people contact me while I'm knitting.
Yes.
It makes other people interested in what I'm doing, and it's a nice way to learn new people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. So what?
I have been doing the same here in the summer. I was at a vacation and I was swimming in the pool, and I saw a lady at the edge of the pool. She was sitting knitting, and I came swimming and, hey, hello, you're knitting. And then she told me about her knitting, and that she I don't remember. She wasn't from Denmark, but she told me that there was not many people knitting in public where she came from. But she did it all the time, and then I was swimming along, and it was a nice way to keep in touch with, to be in touch with others. Yes, we have something in common.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a community.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you're a knitter. Yes.
You're a part of you have the membership to a
yes.
club.
Yes, and it's you're allowed to contact people who knit.
Yes, yes. Wow, that's special, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So what does that mean to you, being part of that club?
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember I have been recognized by a lady at the ferry. I was climbing a stair and she was behind me, and suddenly she said, "Oh, I know that dress you're wearing. I have seen that before. Have you been to Hillerød, the town where I'm living?" Yes. And she recognized my dress, not me, but the knitted dress I was wearing.
It was a knitted dress.
Yes.
Oh, and she saw that in your town.
Yes.
In the city.
Yes, and she recognized the dress, but not me.
So it's a kind of exclusive community.
Yes.
Where you're allowed to contact each other.
Yes.
Yes, and to talk about yarn and or what is it about this special club?
You have a common feeling that you are a bit addicted.
Yeah.
I think someone have to buy yarn. They have a lot of yarn. I have yarn in my living room. Instead of books, I have yarn, and I have a very understanding husband. I have yarn. Yes, and in the I forgot the word for that one.
The couch?
Yes. I have yarn in the couch. I have always my knitting work at the table, ready to knit at, and yes. And when we came to each other's house, then we know that it's the way it is in a house with a knitter, addicted knitter.
Addicted knitter.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And we laugh at each other and say, "Oh, you're crazy," but that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. And what else is this difference or the special parts for you being part of this?
They inspire me.
It's inspiring.
Yes, we inspire each other and we help each other.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't understand this. Why does it look that way? Then we can help each other. Hey, you have been done this before. Can you help me start? And so on. Yes.
And about this moment
And we spare about this. Do you like these colors? Should I choose another one? And so on. Yes.
Oh. So to inspire, to have advices, or
Yes.
yes, and to be able to talk to each other, although you don't know each other.
Yes, and then when we just knit, then we can talk about everything else. The children and the work and holidays and so on. And then back to knitting. And
and would you be able to do that although you don't know each other?
Yes, I think that. I've been in several situations where that do work. Yeah. There's a lot of yarn shops who have some knitting cafe. Right. You can come in the evening and knit their tea and coffee, and you just meet each other, knit, and go home again. Yeah. Sometimes you come there several times and do learn people. And other times you just came once and then you go to another place to knit.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So and the situation about the knitting woman and the pool.
Mm.
Yes. So you saw she was knitting.
Yes.
And then you swam towards her.
Yes.
Yes. And you knew or that you were able to talk to her. What is it with this?
Yes, I think she would be happy that someone else was appreciating that she knit.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And how did she react on your talking to her?
She began to tell me about knitting for her. Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So like sharing a common passion.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I noticed that she has a husband and she has 3 children that was playing in the pool, and her husband took care of the children. I felt that he understood that it was necessary for her to knit to relax at the holiday, and it was okay with the whole family that she just sit there in the shadow and knit, and there was harmony.
Yeah, that's
yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And you recognize the part with you have to knit on your holidays, or
yes, yes, it's very important. It's more important than to have my clothes and so on with me. I would panic if I go to an holiday without my yarn. Yes.
Oh, wow. So okay.
It's very important to have with me.
Yeah. You have it all the time?
Yes.
Wow. And
I don't knit at work.
No.
But
I know.
Yes.
You're not able to do it all the time.
Oh.
No. That's the point about it.
Yes, and I don't bring it if I'm going to some friends who don't knit and I'm going to have dinner and so on. Then I don't.
No. But otherwise you did.
Yes. I think it's difficult when you are in a situation with a teacher, an educator, who is telling you something. Yeah. Because I know that when I knit and listen, then I would remember it much better than without knitting.
How do you know that?
I know it because when I get home and this was away, when I pick it up again 1 or 2 weeks later and knit, then I remember what I was being told when I was knitting at it last.
Wow.
Yes, it's a kind of remember technique.
Yes, and knitting memory card.
Yes. I don't think the teacher know this. No. Many teachers think it's distracting or it not polite to knit when they are telling someone.
So what do you actually do?
It helped me to be concentrated and listen.
Yes.
Yes. And
so it's affecting your way of listening as well?
Yes. Wow. I think so, and of remember.
Of remembering.
Yes.
Yes.
Other people are doing the thing with a pen and a paper when you're talking to the telephone or someone. It's a kind of same, I think. Yes.
Okay. Wow. So it's helping you in those learning situations. Yes. Oh.
I'm not doing it to remember, but I have noticed that I do remember better.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm not using it as a...
But would you be able to do that, you think? Using it on purpose to kind of remember?
I haven't been thinking of it in that way. But maybe.
Yes. Anything you'd like to add about this universal knitting club?
In the last years, there have been a lot of community via the, what do we call it, the Facebook, and there's a lot of groups knitting, small things, group knitting, especially blanket or something like that. Yes,
and you're a part of that.
Yes.
Yes.
And you. Yes, you can write an answer about everything, and in a minute you have you can ask a question, and then you have an answer in a minute from a person in Australia or someone. Yes, it's it's amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And anything else about this kind of? I get this feeling it's kind of a global.
Yes.
Global thing, and about this knitting.
Yes.
Yes.
It is. I have. I also do the crochet.
Yes.
And I've just started at a blanket, a special pattern, and there's a lot of people all around the world doing exactly the same pattern at this time. Wow. I've been seeing a map where folk have pins where they live, and it's amazing to see that at the same time there are people doing this blanket in China and Greenland and Denmark, Iceland, Russia, everywhere.
And what difference does it make for you to experience that?
I think it's amazing, and I'm a part of a community. Yes. Yeah. And you can get the help you want from everywhere.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And everyone is able to help and want to help each other. Yes.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I found that the most knitters want to help others to knit.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's a kind of a helping people.
Yes.
Yes.
You just you don't just sit with your own knitting work. You're looking at the other, and you are asking each other and helping, and I like to help others.
Yeah. And you think that's a common factor for knitters?
Yes.
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 To want to help people or want to help others to become
a knitter.
Yeah.
Yes, or a more specialized knitter or something. Yes, to higher levels.
And suppose I was making a scale from 0 to 10, and 10 is that you're as experienced as a knitter as you can be. Where would you place yourself on that scale?
7 or 8, I think.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I could be better to do pattern. I would like to do pattern to other people. Yes. Yeah. But I don't have the skills yet.
But are you aware of what kind of skills you need in order to do that, or
maybe some kind of education?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. At a knitting designer or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yes, that would be nice.
Yeah. But still, you're 7 or 8, quite experienced knitter.
Yes.
Yeah, and knitted for several decades.
Yes.
Yes. So what is it about? What is it that places you at 7 and 8 and not at 2?
I can knit almost everything if I do concentrate.
Yes.
I think. There's no pattern that I have to lay down. I don't, what do you call it? Upgive.
Give up?
Yes, I don't give up.
You don't give
a
up?
pattern. No, I think I will.
You're persistent?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I will. I'm able to do it by myself, or I know where to ask to get along with it.
Oh.
Yes. And I like that kind of. Udfordring.
Challenge?
Yes, challenge. I like to be challenged in my knitting skills.
Yes.
Yes.
And what else puts you at it? This 7/8 or not to 3?
I'm able to teach others to knit.
Yeah.
Yes. And I can do my own work. When I get an idea, I'm able to do with it as a project.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you need to have a lot of skills to.
Yes.
To be such an experienced knitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that I can something about colors.
Oh, yeah.
It looks nice when I put the colors together, and other people tell me so.
So what skills do you use to do that?
I don't know. I just I haven't any education in putting colors together. I just put them together and think, oh, that looks nice, or no, that's not so good. And
I mean, in Danish we call it æstetisk.
Yeah.
It's probably the same words, I think, in English.
Yes.
Aesthetics.
Yes. Yes.
You need a kind of aesthetics sense.
Yes.
Yeah. To see what colors are matching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to see which pattern will do well at someone's body, you know.
Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah.
I can see a project that that's very, very nice, but I can't wear it.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It's the same way as you choose your clothes in a shop. I think you see something and oh no, that is only for people who are higher or taller or someone.
So kind of imagination. Or?
Yes.
Yes.
And something like the style.
Yeah.
It is old-fashioned or bright or too much flower power.
Knitting fashion.
Yes, knitting fashion. Yes, and the personal style.
Yes.
I'm not able to be wearing everything just because it knitted.
No.
Yes, and some colors I don't want to wear, and yes.
Wow.
But I think when I knit, I am much more playing with colors than when I dress up. You see, no, I always wear something calm, black, gray.
Yeah.
But when I knit, then I play with the colors.
Ah, that's interesting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're also kind of brave in a way.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
I have knitted a coat. Would you like to see it? I've made it because
sure.
I have to be very brave to wear it.
Oh wow!
Yes,
I really would. So you might have to stand up and then we'll change the camera.
Yes.
Wow! Wow, this is amazing.
Yes. I didn't do the design myself. It's a Danish designer, Crystal Seifert,
who
did the design, and I like it very, very much. And
amazing.
when I wear this, people contact me, even people who don't knit. Yes.
But I mean, the thing that you're almost wearing calm colors, you said.
Yes.
Then that allows you to really. When you put a knitted coat on like that, it really kind of have its own expression.
Yes.
You couldn't wear the same different colors inside.
No. But
it's
when I have been doing this one, I think I will do something like it for myself. I would like to design something like that.
Yeah.
And I've been doing some scarves.
Ah, wow. And that's your own design?
Yes. I have been
wow.
with
Can we make some still photos? You're making still photos? No, we cannot do
with
that.
the pencil and paper. I have been drawing the pattern.
This is really beautiful.
Yes. And that kind of stuff I really do like to work with.
Wow. This is amazing.
Yes. I have just another one.
Yeah,
It's not finished, but I think it's the knitting work that I'm most happy about. I have been drawing the pattern myself and choosing the color and yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, we'll take some pictures afterwards.
Yeah.
Still pictures.
But it's a good feeling when other people react like you. It made me happy that other people like what I'm doing. Yes.
It's amazing about the circles because it's it's difficult to knit circles.
Yes, and it's very difficult because the stitches are longer on the one way than on the other.
I know that.
So when you have to use your brain when you are drawing the pattern.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's a skill you need as well to design the pattern.
Yes.
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 Really, it's the math part, the mathematic part.
Yes.
Yes, you have to figure out the what do you okay. So that's why you need some mathematics skills.
Yes.
You have to figure out the size of the needles and the size of the yarn and how to create it.
Yes, you have to do a lot of work before start knitting. Yes.
So the process actually started very
This
early.
one I have been starting on years ago and I didn't finish it. No. It's not the interesting part of it for me. It's a process creating the pattern and knitting it, and I don't lost the interesting, but it's not the same.
No, it's fading.
Yes, it's fading.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm proud of it, and it's nice when other people appreciate my work, but it's not the most important thing of it.
No, it's being in the process.
Yes.
Yes. And here at the end, Dorte, you want to just a few words about the process and what difference does it make for you? How have you experienced anything? What the process do to you?
I feel, as I told you, relaxed and happy.
And happy?
Yes, when it's getting along in the way that I want it to, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good feeling to do something that went well out.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. Anything else you want to add to this interview? Anything you think that?
Well, I think it's very interesting that there are this focus at knitting as a way to relax and getting well.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to do when you're stressed and have other symptoms and being too busy and so on. Yes.
You can heal yourself in a
yes,
way.
I think so. By knitting, yes.
Yes. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. We'll end it here.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining in.
Yes.